Hi guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a pretty big energy update as we approach the eclipse, the new moon eclipse in Cancer and Capricorn on July 2nd, so that's tomorrow. First off, I want to say happy Canada Day to all of my fellow Canadians. I'm going to be going out and celebrating later today at one of the carnivals in my local area, watch some fireworks, eat some food, go on some rides. I love it. All right, so let's get into a couple of housekeeping things before we jump into the information that's come through in the past couple of weeks that I channeled. So first off, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and to my existing subscribers. I love you all so much. And we have hit over 5,000 subscribers. Yay! So thank you all so much. In a thank you from me to you, I want to offer a contest. So I'm going to be offering a free live Skype, Reiki, and Tarot combined session. If you guys would like to enter to win that, you can enter by commenting abundance below, and the contest will open until midnight Pacific Standard Time, Saturday, July 6th. The winner will be randomly picked on July 7th, which is a Sunday, and I will be announcing it on Sunday, July 7th as well by replying to the winning comment. All of the scheduling for the session will be done via email after that. All right, so also I'd like to thank anybody who sent me donations. You know who you are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I want you to know that all of the donations that come to the channel are reinvested in the channel. So I'm purchasing, oracle cards, tarot decks, that kind of thing to put back into the readings for you. So thank you so much. All right, so let's get into the reading. There's been a lot of information coming through about this eclipse, and it's all very big. So there's this feeling of awe. There's this feeling of evolution, like this huge evolution that's going on. And we're going to be in awe of that evolution because we're stepping into this massive shift at a collective societal level. This is big. And we've never been here before. This is literally history in the making. So this is bringing us this reality. It's the removal of the veil. We're getting closer to disclosure at a collective level as each individual removes their veil. Everything's getting more real. So real health, real progress, real life, real joy. All of these things are coming to fruition. And we are a community inspiring each other on our journey. So each individual holds a key and the piece of the puzzle, and together we work together to see the bigger picture, to have everything come full circle. So we need to be in this together. That was another theme that was coming through in a lot of the channelings. It was working in groups. It was coming together in your community. It's working as a collective, as a whole, the entire planet. We do really need to work together right now. And another theme that was coming through was about healthy habits. Healthy habits shape how we live and who we become. So making daily changes will be important to moving forward into this new world, this new earth. First and foremost, it's about taking care of yourself. So what does that look like to you? Is that going for a walk? Is that going to the gym? Is that drinking lots of water, eating healthy, taking salt baths, smudging, saging your space, doing creative things that you love, painting, drawing, singing, dancing, going out with friends. Self-care can have many different faces, and it's going to be individual to everyone out there. So do what feels right for you and trust your intuition. But right now it's very much about self-care and healthy habits, as Cancer, which is one of the signs that this new moon is in, is very much about the home and the home life and the self and sensitivity. So really step into what your body needs, what your soul needs, do the shadow work, that kind of thing. What else? Oh yeah, so we're on a bright path is what I kept hearing. We are on a bright path. So what does that relate to? That's light. We are on the path of light. These are the times of the new age, the golden age. This is the time of the light workers, the time of the light coming to the earth. So what this is creating is cherished creations, this new home, this new earth. Unity life unity life will bring your dream home into reality, was what I saw on a sign. And it was literally speaking to the fact that as a collective, when we come together in unity, we are creating the new earth at that level. Also, we're being armed, shielded, protected. I'm seeing a lot of shields, crests, black feathers, beetles, black beetles, etc. So all of these are very protective symbols. And they were calling me to tell you or to relay to you that you must activate this shield. You can do this in various different ways. Know that you are protected. Even if you don't activate your own personal shield, they're still watching over you and protecting you at the levels that they can. But at a physical level, you can also activate your shield. And they were showing me family crests and ancestry. So activating the shield through your lineage, through activating your DNA. They were saying that our roots go deep. So this lies in family lines, grounding, inner strength, and the subconscious mind. So this is a lot of deep inner work as it relates to your lineage, your past lives, your family history, your ancestry, that kind of thing. Healing traumas that have repeated generation after generation. We are stopping those cycles in their tracks, freeing ourselves from family curses, family history, family trauma, that kind of thing, and being able to move forward. We're being able to liberate ourselves and liberate our lineage. This is huge. This is really big stuff. Next up, we have, so they were showing me mirror mazes. The world is a mirror of what's going on within you. Everything is a fractal of your consciousness. So your reality within yourself and your inner beliefs are what shape what you perceive of the reality that you live within. So everyone and everything around you is a mirror for what is either unhealed or healed within yourself. So be aware of the patterns that you're seeing, of the interactions that you're having, of the feelings that you have on a repetitive basis. This is going to give you an indication of where it is that you need to heal, or what it is that you're doing that you need to continue to do. Let's see what else. Yes, so the matrix. This is what the matrix is in itself. It's this mirroring effect. It's this false belief system in the negative sense, right? So correcting those false beliefs and coming back into a place of truth, enlightenment, this is what creates the ascension. This is what creates the new reality and allows us as a collective and as individuals to step onto higher timelines, because as you shift your consciousness, you shift timelines. So I've been seeing a lot of numbers and activation codes. 144 is one of the most prominent ones right now. So that's in relation to the 144,000 light workers. And I did get a lot of information on the third wave and the new wave of energy that is activating them. So I'm going to touch on that in a second. But I've also been seeing a lot of 88, 888, 000, 244, 131, 141, 151, 133, 111, 333, 1111, and 222. So lots of different combinations of those. But, these are angel numbers. They're individual guidance, but they're also activation codes. So when you're seeing repeating number sequences, it is your higher self alerting you to these numbers so that they can imprint a certain code into your DNA so that they awaken you to new levels of consciousness, to new levels of abilities and awareness. So this is really cool right now. Oh, and 911. That's another one I wanted to mention. 911 is very much a light worker activation code, as well as 1111. So if you're seeing that, you may be starting to really be propelled forward on your spiritual path. You may be going through a lot of spiritual upgrades, energy upgrades, purging, all that kind of stuff, and feel really called internally to step into your mission, whatever that is for you. So my mission here is to do what I'm doing now, which is providing healing, guidance, spreading love and light, spreading and disseminating information that I've channeled. That's part of my purpose, as well as creativity. So let's get into the next thing. So we've got the wave here coming in. This is a wave that it's pretty big, and there has been waves that have come in prior to this. So in the last couple of days, I have felt several different waves, and I've needed to actually take a week off from posting or making videos or doing any tarot readings. I really just needed to integrate this energy. I felt it come in as if it was an actual wave of water. It hit me like a wave, where it kind of throws you off balance, and then you're trying to regain your balance in the water. If you've ever been in the ocean or in a wave pool, you'll know exactly the feeling that I'm talking about. And this was what I was receiving intuitively the week before. They were saying the splash zone. They kept showing me splash zone. So prepare to get wet. These are big waves. We are in the splash zone. There's this massive energy influx, and I actually felt it one night before bed as if there was water going up my nose. So it was like this feeling of being hit by a literal wave, which is just funny to me, and I find that funny because it's literally a wave. We call it a wave, and now it's like a wave of water, but it's a wave of energy. It's the same feeling. So then they were saying that things to focus on right now are courage, love, laughter, goodwill, and friendship. So yes, there's been a lot of purging. There's been a lot of removal of toxic people or relationships or whatever it was that was negatively influencing you in your life. And there's a lot of focus on that in the spiritual community, where they're always saying, cut out people and cut things off and all of that. And that's all very much part of the process. But after that process, you don't sit by yourself and just ruminate on everything that you've lost. It's about redirecting that energy into forming your tribe. So coming together with people who nurture you, who are beneficial to you. People who you can work well with, people whose strengths help you and assist you, and it's about working together. So like I said, we each have a puzzle piece, and when we come together, we assist each other. We all assist each other. We're all each other's guides. We're all each other's angels. And so this is about coming together with your tribe, about getting out there and connecting at a collective level to really move this evolution forward at a personal and at a holistic level for the entire earth. So one of the channeled messages coming through from my higher self was, be like the trees. Work together, communicate, share, protect each other, grow stable roots so that you can grow tall and touch the light and purify your surroundings. So in forests, trees literally do this. They grow their roots down and they communicate through their roots. Just like the neurons in your brain share electrical signals to communicate information, trees do that as well through their roots. So they communicate electrical signals through their roots to the trees around them, and they share information, they share nutrients, they protect each other if there's a threat, a potential threat like pine beetles or some kind of a mold. They will protect themselves and their loved ones. So they act as a unit. They work together because there's strength in numbers, there's safety in numbers, and this is what this is all about right now through the collective awakening. We have to work together because there's safety in numbers, and that's why we came in waves. We didn't come in one at a time. We came in large bulk deposits. So that's the first wave, second wave, and third wave. And I'm going to get into that in a second. But first, I wanted to talk about time. So they've been showing me time shifting. So 365 days, 24 hours. This is our perception. This is our created belief of linear time. So this belief is going to start shifting as we realize that that's not necessarily accurate, because time is relative, time is cyclical, time spirals, and it's shifting now. We are perceiving time differently. So you may have moments or days where time seems to be really, really slow, and then you'll have moments or days where time seems to be extremely fast and everything is just condensed. And that's because time, it goes in cycles, not linear. And they were showing me also this nova, this potential supernova, a bright new star and an energy blast that's going to create this universal shift and this shift on Earth as well. I'm not sure where this is coming from. I did see something to do with Orion, potentially as a focal point, but I don't know if that's just connected to it or if that's where the supernova is coming from. It could be coming from several different locations and several different stars in our galaxy or around. Whatever it is, this is causing these shifts. It's not necessarily causing these shifts, but it's correlated with these shifts because the whole universe is shifting right now. We're entering into a higher bandwidth of light, and it's activating the stars to put out more energy. So our star is doing that as well, which we can see with the increased activity on the sun, with coronal mass ejections, galactic solar storms, lots of energy being outputted from the sun. So other stars are doing the exact same thing, and they are influencing us as well. So these are the waves that are coming in, and this is actually helping us with our alchemy to manifest abundance, because this is, I was seeing the Midas touch. We all have the Midas touch right now. Whatever we focus on, we can create. The time between our intention and our manifestation is shorter now. So because we are increasing our vibration, as your vibration increases, the space in between the wavelengths gets shorter. So the space in between your thought and your reality becomes shorter. So we are able to manifest. So make sure that you're manifesting from a place of abundance, of love, of faith, of trust, all of these very high vibrational thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. So now I'm going to talk about the wave information as it relates to the third wave of lightworkers. But first, I'm going to give you a little bit of context on the different waves of lightworkers, from my understanding, from my level of knowledge. Not everyone will resonate specifically with this, but I'm just sharing it from my level of understanding. So the first wave is are the way showers, the trailblazers, the initial ground team that came in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. These waves, they kind of trickle in, and then there's a bulk deposit, and then they trickle out. So you may be born, earlier or later than that, but still resonate with that particular group, and that's totally normal. So the first wave were the way showers, the trailblazers. They came in it was more of like an experiment. They didn't know what to expect. This was the first time that this has ever been done. And so they came into this really heavy sort of 3D environment in the 60s and 70s, and they had this expansive consciousness that they wanted to tap into, and the only way that they could really do that at that time was through mind-altering substances such as LSD, mushrooms, marijuana, that kind of thing. So that was that sort of time period, and they did very well creatively in those decades, but then they kind of fell back into the 3D hustle and grind of the old earth. You know what I'm saying? So not all of them, mind you, but it's a heavy and oppressive environment, or it was much more so even back then. And so they kind of struggled because they were the only ones here. They were these ascended masters, these high vibrational light workers descending into really heavy, dense physical environments. And so of course that's going to be difficult, but they still did what they came to do. They laid the groundwork. They hacked away with a machete at the jungle to clear the path for the second wave to come in. And the second wave, we can say 80s, 90s, 2000s, and moving forward, they were the indigos, the systems busters. The indigos were they were termed team. We do work as a team. They were termed indigos because their auras have a distinct indigo purple hue, and this relates to psychic abilities, connection to source, increased frequency of your aura, etc. So these indigos came in as systems busters. They're the rebel. They're the rebellions, the rebels. They pushed against the system. They pushed against authority. They pushed against things that were limiting and 3D constructs that did not suit or fit with their understanding of reality, which is, of course, from a more expanded awareness, different societies that necessarily, I resonate as an indigo myself. We come from societies that are freer, where there's no limitations of money, there's no limitations of punishment. There's no limitations of fear. And so these are very 3D concepts. We come from very expansive, loving, community-oriented, connected, energetic, psychic places all over the galaxy. So we are star seeds. So are the first wave. So are the second wave. And the third wave is even more interesting. So the third wave, these are children that are coming in from, let's say late 2000s, 2010 to 2019, and then going forward into 2020, 2030 potentially as well. These are highly evolved beings coming from all over the universe, all over the galaxy, to create this new reality. So the first wavers came in, they hacked the trail, they laid the groundwork, the foundation. The second wavers came in and broke down the old systems that weren't working. They deconstructed them. They created their own ways of doing things, being entrepreneurs, living outside the system, not thinking inside the box. They didn't want to do the 9-to-5 thing. They wanted to be creative. They wanted to be expressive. They wanted to be community oriented. So the third wavers are coming in and building on that, but they're doing it at a whole new level. So they're actually going to come in and be the master builders, the master architects, and the construction team. They are the dream designers. If you've ever seen Inception, they are the ones who literally build the dream. They're the master alchemists, masters of creation. So these beings are coming in to build a united world. They're going to unite the cultures, countries, belief systems, the separating polarities of the 3D, and raise it to fifth dimensional consciousness and above. These beings, these children, they can be called crystal children, sun children, rainbow children. It doesn't matter what the label is that you put on them. These are beings that are coming in. They're very high vibrational. They are on a mission. Not that we, the first or second wavers, are not. We are very much on a mission. But these hybrid beings, these master beings, they're coming in very purposeful with their veils already partially lifted. So they spring into action much more quickly. They're also coming in with upgraded physical vehicles. So their bodies are able to hold more light. Their bodies are able to upgrade faster. And this is not to say that they're any better than anybody who's come before. It's just this process of evolution. And this is what we've been working towards as a collective. As I said, these are hybrid beings, some of them, not all of them. If you don't know what that is, it's a mix of human DNA and extraterrestrial DNA. So this allows them to have even more expanded abilities, telekinesis, psychic abilities, all of these different things that before were paranormal. It's actually just science. It's this mixture of DNA, and humans are already on certain levels hybrids themselves, but this is like a whole new generation of that kind of a thing, and it's somewhat experimental. And some of the hybrids actually existed in the second wave as well, but now in the third wave it's much more refined. It's much more the process has become much more understood on how each mixture is going to be able to hold the frequency, on how it's going to function, in the incarnation here. So the physical body is much better at handling, or more capable of handling, these higher frequencies. So yes, this is a huge, massive paradigm shift that we all really need to work together. We all have different gifts. We got to contribute to the whole. And these children, these third wavers, they really need to be nurtured. They are evolving really rapidly. They're stepping into their duty. These are prodigies. These are children who have amazing gifts, and these gifts need to be encouraged. They are professionals at a soul level. They know what they're doing. They are trained professionals, okay? So really just give them the tools that they need to be able to do the job that they came here to do. So if you have one of these children, or if you feel like you're going to have one of these children, this is part of the mission that you've chosen as well, is to help nurture and grow, help these children to evolve so that they can help the collective to evolve. This is really noble pursuit. This is a very grand mission. So yes, support from their primary caregivers to flourish and enact their mission is key. Their strengths can lie in everything from creativity to academics to engineering to science, math, whatever it is, they need support in that field. All right. So we are the artists, all of us as a collective, of the New World Renaissance. Our paintbrush is our imagination, and our canvas is reality itself. And these children are master artists. They are the Leonardo da Vinci's of the Renaissance, and they are coming in full force. So congratulations, Earth. We are leveling up at a collective level. Thank you to all the light workers who have assisted in this shift. And every single person can be a light worker. You don't have to be a starseed. You don't have to be a hybrid. You don't have to be anything, fancy. Everyone can be a light worker. All you have to do is come from a place of love, is come from a place of understanding and wanting to assist the world in its collective evolution, heal the earth. That's what a light worker is. That's it. It's that simple. We're creating this new world by shifting ourselves. We're building an empire of unity. This is the golden age. It is precious. It is valuable. This is the alchemy that is turning lead to gold. It's turning the old earth into the new earth, the 3D into the 5th dimension. This is we're conducting this energy. We are the conductors of this energy. I think that's everything that I wanted to say. There's massive shifts right now, you guys. So if you're experiencing a lot of shifting, of purging, I know that I say this in every energy update, but it's continuous. It keeps going. It's always a little bit different. The energy is always a little bit different. The purges are always a little bit different, but they're always there. We may get a little period of brief respite where we're able to rest and integrate, and our bodies or our energy systems will shut down and, download the upgrade and then restart, and then you're fresh and ready to go. But it's a continuous cycle. It just continues to go more and more and more as we get higher and higher and higher and closer to this new earth shift. So I've been hearing a lot of 2020 in my mind from my higher self. So 2020, I'm being shown, is going to be very pivotal. And the start to that is right now. So this is the eclipse that is happening tomorrow. It's starting this process. It's already been started, but this is kind of like the official start, if they want to call it that, or if we want to call it that. So big stuff. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much support. If you guys would like to book an intuitive tarot or Reiki session with me, please do so. The information will be in the description box below on my video. You can email siomcg41@outlook.com and we'll set something up, because I know for myself, I really need to do Reiki on myself to help with these energy upgrades. I do tarot for myself when I'm feeling confused or lost, or I just need some guidance, or I just need some positive affirmation. It really does help to have and to know that we have that connection with our higher self and with our guides, that we're not alone, that we are supported, and that we are able to support each other. We are all messengers and angels for each other. Don't forget that. All right. I love you guys. Thank you again to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the content and that you resonate with everything. I love you. I love you. I love you. We'll see you next time. Bye.